How are you lovely people doing today? My name is John and welcome to another episode of The Real Life. In this series, I present the real history and conspiracy theories that go on to inspire some of our favorite zombie maps. This series is back after a couple week hiatus, and let's try to celebrate by hitting 700 likes on the video. I think if we could pull that off, it would be awesome. Without further ado, I present The Real Life No Man's Land. Let's begin. The area we played at during the beginning of Moon was known as No Man's Land. No Man's Land was probably inspired by World War I's trench warfare. Two competing forces would be on opposite ends of a field dug into trenches. The space in between was known as No Man's Land. All it took was one step into No Man's Land and you were shot by the opposing force. No man entered it, thus it was No Man's Land. Now, this area we play as is known by many other names though, including Groom's Lake, Hangar 18, or Area 51. It's best known as Area 51, and I'm sure it caught your attention. It's one of the United States government's most secretive research facilities. This area is off limits to both civilians and normal military traffic. No cameras or weapons are permitted in the area. Motion sensors are buried throughout the grounds, and cameras keep an eye on almost every square inch of the facility. With all of this security, must they be hiding something? Well, let's start by looking at its creation. Area 51 was built on a salt flat in Nevada. Originally, it was a lead and silver mine under the control of English Groom Lead Mines Limited Company. This is where the area gets its nickname Groom's Lake, which we see referenced in No Man's Land. Development by the United States government did not begin until 1942, when two dirt and one rays were created to help the war. As time went on, the United States continued to expand Area 51. It became the development and testing grounds for World War II and Cold War aircrafts. The facilities continued to expand as more classified projects were moved into Groom's Lake. Groom's Lake officially got its name and designation Area 51 during the Oxcart program, which led to the development of the SR-71 Blackbird and the Lockheed U-12. This was during the late 1950s and early 60s, and from here on out the United States created massive security surrounding the facility. Things were so secreted that the United States didn't even acknowledge its existence until 2 years ago in 2013. With all this secrecy, it has to invite conspiracies, the most famous of which is the Roswell, New Mexico incident. On the night of July 8, 1947, a flying dish crash-landed on a ranch in Roswell, New Mexico. The United States government claims that it was a crash weather balloon. However, conspiracy theories claim that the crash was that of an alien UFO. They allege that the debris and dead aliens of the crash were taken to Area 51, most likely due to its close proximity where testing began. The United States supposedly performed many tests on these aliens and reverse engineered their technology in an effort to learn from them. From here on out, Area 51 was the site for extraterrestrials, apparently. Some will even go as far to claim that we would not have the future we live in today if it wasn't for the Roswell incident and what we learned from it. Despite appearing elsewhere in the zombie storyline, there are no aliens that we know of in the in-game No Man's Land. All we know of from No Man's Land or Area 51 by playing Moon was that it held one of the world's largest teleporters, which led to a giant moon base and was an Element 115 testing ground. Conspiracy theorists have claimed that Area 51 was also the development grounds for exotic energy weapons, most likely in the same vein as wonder weapons. There may have also been attempts to control weather, which may have gone on to inspire the Avogadro. Lastly, many claim that Area 51 was a testing site for time travel and teleportation, which we all know is covered throughout the zombie storyline. All this research may have been done under the group known as Majestic 12. Majestic 12 is an alleged to exist secret committee of scientists, military leaders, and government officials formed in 1947 by President Harry S. Truman. References to Majestic 12 can be found in the Black Ops terminal and most likely were some of the men who worked in No Man's Land prior to the zombie outbreak. These conspiracies remain popular amongst UFOologists, however, their claims have been debunked many times and hold little evidence. Despite that, Groom's Lake and Area 51 are the real No Man's Land. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and maybe subscribe. I'm going to be uploading a new episode of The Real Life every week, and if you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll love the next one. Let's see if we can try to hit 700 likes on this video. I think that would be pretty awesome. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and